Hello there and welcome to Wicks Way. And you may have forgotten about me, just like you have forgotten about the 1999 Mitsubishi 3000GT VR4. I know it's not usually like Wicks Way to drive a car that's, well, a little bit older, but this one has a soft spot in my heart. It really does. I absolutely love the Mitsubishi 3000GT VR4, especially the 99, because the 99 is when they changed and they gave it that huge combat rear wing, and they gave it a brand new front bumper. They gave it the black headlights. I mean, oh man, it was the best looking one. And of course they made it the final edition because, you know, great things have to die, which makes no sense to me at all, just like Mitsubishi is dying right now. However, this car is modded, very modded, which again isn't like Wicks Way. So welcome to the very first car that Wicks Way is gonna start doing an entire channel of just modded cars. And this one, I am so glad is the first because it is by far one of the most fun. So one of the things with the 3000GT VR4, so oh my god, this thing is modded. It's very modded. It's 490 all-wheel fucking horsepower. And it's 492 torque to the wheels, in the 3000GT. And one of the things that makes this one so much better is the fact that the owners try to keep it as stock as possible with some of the features, like the all-wheel drive. It still has the almost Subaru kind of distribution where it's almost 50-50, and it has four-wheel steering, which came from factory in the 3000GT. And you can feel on all the corners too. Wow, this thing, why did everyone forget about this car? This is awesome. Yes, he does have upgraded turbos, which you can probably hear the blow-off valves as well. And yes, the 3000GT was very much known for not being the lightest of the cars, but it doesn't really matter. Even though there is a lot of weight behind this, it doesn't feel that way necessarily in the corners. I mean, obviously if you overcook it in the corners, all the weight's gonna totally screw you up. You're gonna go flying off the side. However, it really holds its own very, very well, really well. And the suspension mods that he's done to it are none. Lowering springs, that's it. The rest of this, all this experience that I'm having is with a stock suspension layout. Okay, so as far as interior goes, this has a very much driver focus. I mean, it's very much 90s, you know, JDM, where the gauges are all kind of facing you. All the buttons are right next to the gauge cluster for the lights and the defrost and all that. And it's still, it's, oh, the boost. It feels amazing. I want to go over the list of engine mods that are done to this car, and I'm just gonna go grab the owner and have him explain all that part and the story behind it, because this is just such a great car, and I'm so glad to find an enthusiast who shares the same passion and is so in tune with keeping this alive and going. I mean, the whole reason why this car was even forgotten about was just because it wasn't in Fast and the Furious. It was in a prequel to Too Fast, Too Furious, but besides that, it's just been forgotten about and kind of a black sheep. And with Mitsubishi dying these days, it's kind of a good idea to relive, oh my god, the good parts about it. Okay, so this is John. This is John's 3000GT VR4 99, which I'm so glad you just keep this car pristine as well as possible. Your list of engine mods is, well, it's the same size as the Old Testament, so what is it?
So basically the engine itself is a full stock long block. What I've basically done is done 19T HL turbos, twin turbos still,
yeah,
with E85, and then all supporting mods that come with that. And so with that, it's breathing, exhaust, so you have basically air filter intake into it, dual core front mount intercooler, upgraded radiator, basically all the kind of stuff you kind of need to be able to run larger turbo in 85 and still have stuff like air conditioning and everything in Texas. Because in-release AC in Texas is insane.
Third is kind of fun to find.
Yeah, that's actually the bushing in there. I gotta replace it. Fun part of the old car.
You got this car, how long have you had this?
I got this car in 2010.
Okay.
So now it's 7 years now.
Nice.
Yeah.
It was a one owner or a two owner?
One owner for most of its life. From 99 to 2010, that person bought it new.
Okay.
And that person actually took the car into the bus a little bit, and went to salvage auction. It was picked up by the new owner, and he owned it for just a few months before I bought it. They fixed the damage on the car. Not everything was perfectly straight. There's actually a nice little time-lapse video of me trying to fix it in the garage.
Nice.
It's available on YouTube if you want to track it down.
So you did most of the work yourself?
Yes, me and a couple of friends. So I had some great friends out there that just really come together and just help me build the car.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Basically bring a six-pack over and let's work on the car.
Essentially. I owe a lot of people lunch.
God, dude, this car is so much fun. And you still have four-wheel steering, right?
Yes, I just, yeah.
Yeah? Yes! Or else we totally would have gone off the side on that last corner.
It's too heavy.
It's too heavy. It just sticks to the ground.
People on VR4s, stop deleting elbow steering. It's a hydraulic line. Fix it. It works. It's a good thing to have.
But I mean, stock for stock, this was the most powerful, wasn't it?
It was stock for stock. It basically made it to compete against the R22 Skyline.
Yeah.
When the GTO first came out. And stock for stock, the GTO will take out the RX-7, the FD, the Supra twin turbo, get some hate mail for that, I'm sure. And the 300
stock for
CX.
stock.
Stock for stock.
Stock for stock.
But again, that's stock for stock. If you start adding anything to those platforms, they don't keep up.
Which is easier in those platforms compared to this one.
The aftermarket's just not as there. Now, a lot of the aftermarket we have for this is actually individual shops.
Yeah.
We have a 3SX, one of the big ones for Dynamic Racing, Ray Pampina up in New York. They are individuals that made a shop because no tuners really wanted to touch this car.
Yeah.
And so it came as a need.
And there's that Hans guy.
Yes, Hans. Hans is Ground Zero Performance up there. Actually, I bought this car from Hans.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Well, John, I have had one hell of a day driving this car. Thank you so much. I sincerely do appreciate it a lot.
Thank you for showing me this road. Now I know where to come back to.
Yes. It's like a DFW's version of Akina. It's the best we got. Guys, like, share, subscribe, all the usual things I ask you to do. Don't forget about this car because it is a really good car. Keep the spirit alive. And like John said, don't make it rear-wheel drive. Keep it all-wheel drive and keep it all-wheel drive steering as well. That's what we need you to do. All right, guys. Thanks. Bye.